All right, just about ready for baseball. Derek Hill steps to the plate for the White Sox. And we're underway in game 3. The 0-1. There's a swing and a drive. That one's deep. Gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And it's fouled away. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in game 3 of the World Series.
Big bat's coming up and a home run already surrendered. He's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Nope, that's a ball.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Rip right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. Vientos in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Just getting started here in St. Louis. And that's in there at the knees. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. They've hit another. Colson Montgomery getting ready to hit. Just
inside, ball
missed.
1.
To account to a guy with this much pop at the dish, better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side,
that's just
or the
out.
fans better look out in the stands.
Ground ball right side. And foul ball. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's one down. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And the 0-1. Hard hit left side. Swanson fires over to first. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Addison Barger steps to the plate for the White Sox. Hammered down the right side for foul. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. The relay, safe at second, and he gets back in.
Ball 1.
Barger stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires over to Beatty. Baez. Jeff McNeil stands in. That one misses. Ball 1.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Aye.
Ripped to first, caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
That one ripped right center field. That's back there. See you later. A shot to the opposite field. 1 down. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Michael Conforto. And first offering is fouled off.
At the ball.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. 2 down. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Acuna coming on, and the inning is over. World Series Game 3. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Brandon Valenzuela steps to the plate for the White Sox. And first offering is fouled off. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, bro, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
And there's one away. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere.
Did he go?
Swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. Didn't go.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games.
He hauls it in. 2 away. Now it's going to be Derek Hill. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. In the air to left center. Conforto should have this one. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in St. Louis, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Brett Baty digs in now. And a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Puts it away for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right.
Oh, nice stop on a slide. The feed for 1. Oh. What a double. World Series Game 3. All set for the start of the inning. Jorge Polanco steps to the plate for the White Sox. High fly ball pretty well struck out towards right center. Going back on this one. Up against the wall and brings it in. In there for strike 1. Vientos in his 3rd season, 26 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2017. The 1-1. This one in the air center field. Church under this one. 2 away now. Stepping in, Colson Montgomery. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. He'll take a trot around the bases. And they tack one on the board. It's 4-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Ball 2.
On a line, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the White Sox, right fielder.
Now it's the right fielder, Addison Barger. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
That's ripped, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Rip, but it curls foul. And the 0-1. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. This one kicks away from Herrera. Nothing happening on the bases, though. First and second, 2 down. Here in Game 3 of the World Series. On a line out towards center. And that is that. Back here at Busch Stadium. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker.
Hey.
Comes up empty. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one ripped right center field, and that should be extra bases. Round second, taking for third. The relay throw, not in time. He's safe.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance, and weight transfer.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Acuna moving under this one. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags from third. Relay throw home. Safe at the plate. So no one on after the sac fly. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Out towards right center field. Acuna on the move. And there's 2 down. He's already homered in this game. Fly ball down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
The 1-0. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Runner on the go. Bounce it off. Still 1-2. Runner goes again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Whoa, that's down.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. That is the inning. Back here in St.
Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 68, Kyle.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
That one fouled off.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Nope, outside.
Strikes him out, went with the sweeper, and it worked. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Derek Hill, the next to hit. Off the plate,
that's out.
and it's 1-0. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. High fly ball out to center field. Church has a beat on it, and that'll do it. Ready to go, bottom 4. So now here's the Cardinals' designated hitter, Gary Sanchez.
You know, these Cardinals, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits, so they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Ripped on a line to center. And that quickly, 2 away. And now it's Ivan Herrera. 0 for 1 so far. In the air, right field. And that is that. Back here in St. Louis, we go to the top of the 5th. Jorge Polanco steps to the plate for the White Sox. Line drive, base hit, fair ball down the third baseline. And a good start to the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Hey!
Changeup on the corner at the knees.
That's ball 2.
That
ball
one
3
misses, and that's ball 3. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. Polanco coming around third. The relay to the plate. He's safe. They lead by 3, 5-2. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Colson shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Vientos around third. He'll score, and they lead by 4. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up.
Now pitching.
George Soriano comes on now.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough.
On a line, should be extra bases. Montgomery on his horse around third. He'll score easily. It's 7-2. And in at second with an RBI double.
Picks himself up an RBI. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
That's out.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in Game 3 of the World Series.
Hey!
That clips a corner.
Inside ball.
And now
Ball
it's
3.
3-2. Oh, look at the stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Now it's Javier Baez. This to third. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Out to short, Swanson. And they're happy to just get off the field after that break. Back here at Busch Stadium, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Ronnie Mauricio. Oh, great stop. And very nicely done for the out. That pitch hits the corner, strike 1. The Cards with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. This one in the air right field, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. In the air right field, and it's a foul ball. The 0-2.
Ball, that's out.
Ground ball right side. Polanco steps on the bag. Home after the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. Church in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. Acuna moving under it. And that is that. Back here in St. Louis, top 6. Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox. That's smashed towards center. And there's 1 down. Hot shot to third. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 down, base is empty. Next is switch hitting first baseman Jorge Polanco. And now it's even out. This one's smoked on its way out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. 2 down, nobody on. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. In the air to left center. And that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 6th. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Jeff McNeil. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back there. And that's a foul ball.
You know, these Cards definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He hammers one out to right.
You know, being aggressive can be a little tricky. You want to have confidence up there, but sometimes hitters fall into the trap of being overconfident, thinking they can hit anything, and that can lead to a lot of mistakes. Oh, this has been a really nice game. Played for him. He looks locked in. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Just off the outside edge. Ball 2.
Hey.
Just missed. 1 on, nobody out. A run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Right through there for a strike. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Stays alive. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. Michael Conforto blasts one out. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. Here is Gary Sanchez. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. And the hits just keep on coming.
All over that one right there. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. Jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
1 away. And here's the catcher, Ivan Herrera. Now this is in the air down the line. Barger on the move towards the line. Can't get there. This one lands foul.
Ball 1. one.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least,
Ball,
if you could
that's
find a way to
inside.
manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Barger under it. Takes it in for the out. So now a pinch hitter for the Cardinals. Ramon Urias. Runner on first with 2 gone for him. Yeah, that's fouled off. Bolton, 29 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2018. Base hit, left center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on. Now with 2 away. Grant Taylor takes over on the mound.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Walker swings through it for strike 1. On 2 outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Swing and a pop-up. That is the inning. The 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. World Series Game 3. We go to the top of the 7th. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. Right side, hard hit. Baden takes it to the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out. Foul ball. And the 0-2.
Ball 1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look
inside,
a little more down
3.
the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Payoff pitch. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Takes it in for the out. And up next.
Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 59, Jojo Romero.
Lifted in the air down the left side. That gets down for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit.
And that is that. Bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Nathan Church.
Ball,
that was
that's outside.
Absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Inside,
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to
Oh, gets dirty over to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Aye.
Hard hit to right center. And that gets down into the gap. And that's a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive with the full side, netted out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Swanson in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out. Michael Conforto will climb in.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
That's outside.
And
Nope,
that misses.
outside.
And that's ball 2.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 on, 1 out. That misses.
That's ball 3.
3-1.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations. And right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Three-two. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out
Infield
to
fly,
shallow
batted
center.
out.
And the infield fly is called. Nasty pitch right there. Strike 1.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Sneaks through, base hit. McNeil headed home. He'll score, and now 9-6.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
And here is Brett Baty in there for strike 1. Just
Outside, that's
missed.
the ball.
And that's a little bit high. 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
The tying run at the plate. Called out on strike. Back here in St. Louis, now it's the White Sox catcher, Brandon Valenzuela. Pitches in there. 0-1.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
On a line out towards center. And a quick out, number 1.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
The lefty, the 1-0.
No, that's low.
This one in the air, center field. Church under it. 2 up, 2 down. Back to the top of the order.
Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 49.
And that one sliced foul. 2 down, nobody on. That one hammered, but pulled foul. 0-2 now.
Ball. Ball
Really
2.
good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That
That's
just
ball 3.
misses, and a full count now. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 3. On the ground to short. Whips it to first. And that ends the inning. Back here at Busch Stadium. On to the bottom of the 8th.
Got to keep. It's airtight defensively.
Mason Engler will take over here.
Mason Engler.
And he can't make the play. Still manages a throw, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. Popped in the air, left field. And that's the inning. Back here in St. Louis, the batter now, Jorge Polanco. On the ground, right side. Baden takes it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. The angle.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. You'll often hear the phrase short line drive into center field.
Ball 2.
Ball 2.
Hey!
Double play ball to second. Over to Swanson. He turns it. Double
He's
play.
out.
What a clean killing to end the inning. Bottom 9. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Nathan Church. That clips the inside corner for a strike. In the air to left center. Diving, but it gets down for a hit. And he's into second with nobody out.
That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back to the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well. Now a huge bat in this game coming up.
Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Will Vest.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it.
And that one hammered. That's back. And wow, that one is way out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And here, the World Series. This one in the air, center field. Takes it in for the out. Drilled in the air out towards right center. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox take home field advantage right back. They win game 3 to go up 2-1.
I never liked them. To your public safety brief, I never listened. To your blackmail of likes, I ignore them. Your curated playlist, I always hated what you like. To your false economy, I let the market decide. To your false economy, I let the market decide. To your false economy, I let the market decide. To your false economy, I let the market decide.